Welcome to Fallout Overworld Blues mod. This time we'll be making a small playthrough of what is available to us in the form of the New California Republic at first. Now the NCR, while being very powerful in the game because of factories, does have a very significant drawback, which is this old world government national spirit, which reduces your group population by 15%, and your consumer goods factory need is increased by 30%, which, as you can see, makes it so we have 36 consumer goods factories. So to actually get rid of that, we're going to have to go rush down quickly to this one, streamline the government, which is going to allow us to actually recruit troops. So let's do that right away. And other than that, we're just going to set up our industry in the meantime. For research, we are focusing towards artillery and superior firepower because the Legion will use a lot of infantry in general, so having that is going to be our main priority because obviously artillery is going to counter that pretty effectively. Since we have a lot of civilian military factories and civilian factories as well, we can afford getting a lot of equipment for our lovely troops. So let's see how to better distribute this. We do have enough resources for everything, it seems. But we're gonna lack in rubber, so this is enough for the motorized. Probably gonna focus more on artillery. Since we have the tungsten for it, we can just do it. Good. In terms of logistics, we are seemingly pretty fine on everything. The main problem is that all our divisions, as you can see, are pretty understrength because of their manpower requirements. So we're gonna need to get rid of that as quickly as humanly possible. Let's get our divisions together into some armies. We do have a few commanders from the start, which is good, especially have the Lee Oliver, who has 5 skill and offensive doctrine. He's going to be really useful. So let's get him on the border over here by the Hoover Dam. His plan is going to be pretty straightforward. So that's going to be our main force. Then we have a few secondary armies. We're going to use them to contain some of these other small states. They're going to reinforce the main army in case it is required. There we go. So it seems like everything is set up. In terms of recruitment, we don't have really the manpower to do it, but we're just going to start training heavy troops who are motorized divisions. I'm going to deploy them over here. As you can see, they're pretty okay. They're not really that great, but they're a start. So we're going to have that. And I think we can just get the cloak going. We still have some divisions that aren't deployed. Not sure where they are though. Oh, right, in Vegas. These guys and these guys. What can we do with them? Well, these two, they cannot do anything because they're outside of our territory. Okay. Unfortunately, I do have the Fallout music mod installed, but it's not really working. So you're gonna have to bear with the democratic music, which, well, yeah, it's not everyone's taste. There we go, just enough commanders to have everything. So for now, we just have to wait. Our leader, in case you don't know, is Aaron Kimball. He doesn't have any traits, which is fine. Their leader is Caesar, and I believe he does have some traits. Well, really, a national spirit guise in the disguise of a trait. So they're gonna have more division organization, which is, well, great for us. So we're gonna get the government reforms, streamline the government. Then the next ones down here are gonna be okay, but not really that important. This military propaganda is really good. 25% recruitable population factor is gonna be pretty decent. This one also is really good. Militarism, obviously. The other ones don't seem to be any great. Also, revalue our currency is really good. So, Nipton Burning. First event. This is something that the Legion did. NCR scouts report that the town of Lipton has been attacked and ravaged by Caesar's Legion. Smoke can be seen from the Mojave outpost, and when investigated, the town was totally destroyed, with the crucified bodies of many powder gangers found throughout the town. The Legion has rarely been seen across the river since the first battle of Hoover Dam, so this event seems to foreshadow greater, worse things on the horizon. So this is in this line of the political focus, crossing the Rubicon, which is what they just did. So that added a lot of world tension, and it also gave us that event. Build our defenses. Wait, what do we need for this? We require improve Republic. Right, okay. So build our defenses is gonna lead straight down here. This is not really that useful. I would really like some land doctrine research bonus. And I would also like this Mojave Outpost land forts. But for now, I guess we can go down to militarism. Actually, no, since I'm going to have enough political power soon enough to establish more conscription, that's going to be fine. So how long are we going to need to wait for our doctrine? Quite a while. So we have time for 2 national focuses, and the second one is going to be the land doctrine research bonus. For now, I'm just going to go for the Mojave Outpost. Or I could go for Poke the Bear, which is going to lead down to the NCR draft. All these require world tension, obviously, but... Okay, so we're going to do this one and then go down the right side. Okay, so I'm just trying to rush to rocket artillery. To produce as much rocket artillery as possible, because it's going to be really good for us. Okay, so it looks like we don't really have enough infantry equipment production coming underway. So let's add up a little bit. We can improve our government, sound workers, grand battle plan expert. That's not really that useful. We could go for an artillery designer. Yeah, the gun runners. Gonna go for that. Then after that, I'm just gonna try to get some mobilization and manpower. After that, we're gonna go for the military stuff. Let's train some infantry as well. They are lacking infantry equipment. Okay. So we have established a Mojave outpost, and now we're gonna go for the NCR army. We're still at a pretty low manpower, but at least we're getting some right now. The Legion does have a lot of ways to get more manpower compared to us, so we're never going to be able to really manpower them in any way, but we can still try. So we're getting lots of artillery underway. And one good thing about that is that we have a lot of divisions that aren't exactly fully trained, so let's get that going right away. That's also going to give us enough army experience, hopefully, to get ourselves some division changes going. Okay, so infantry weapons, motorized. None of these look particularly great, so we're gonna go for the Poke the Bear. One thing that is gonna be really good to get is the Gather Mojave support, which is going to give us some allies around. That's gonna be really useful. Get delay. Good. So we've got everything under control over here. Yeah, this is what I was talking about in my mod spotlight. The Brotherhood is starting to make these exercises, and that's not really that good of an idea when you have no things. There we go. So in terms of army command, we can get army defense or army offense. With these two, army offense is always better than army defense because it's really weird. Army defense only increases your defense, which is your rating that applies for defensive battles, and doesn't increase breakthrough, which is your rating for defense that applies to offensive battles. So you're going to be 10% stronger in defensive battles, whereas the army offense always increases your attack in both defensive and offensive battles. So that's why I'm pretty sure that this one is just better all the time. But in the meantime, we're going to get partial mobilization, which is also going to reduce the amount of civilian factories that we need for consumer goods. So for now, we can also get quite a lot of construction going, as you can see, which is pretty good for us. Hope to bear. Yeah. We're going to get some military factories, and really the main goal for this line for us is going to be the Colorado defense, which is going to be, I believe, over here. All these guys are trained. Same. Okay, so we have some free military factories, great. How about we get some... What are we lacking? Really nothing, which is good. So we are gonna get some more infantry equipment. Good. Got the Crimson Caravan, gun runners, and then I'm also gonna delay. I'm trying to go for superior firepower because we're gonna have a lot of artillery thanks to our industry advantage. 21 combat whip is not a very fortunate number. This is gonna be 19. It's gonna be 17, and then we can add another artillery that's gonna be 20, but that's gonna cost too much in terms of army experience, so we need to get some extra. There we go. Now we're gonna get some more manpower. We do have some fascist support from nationalism. How do we get nationalism? Streamlined of a government? No, we just have innate nationalism. Seems. Not really quite sure as to how that is possible, but we're gonna have to watch for that because I don't want to get fascisted. Even though fascist is just better usually. I'm just gonna try to be a little bit roleplay-ish, I guess you can say, even though it's not really role-playing. Good, rocket artillery. So we're gonna rush as quickly as possible to the second one, and then we're gonna improve our other artillery as much as possible. Yeah, it's no template, but I don't really care. Then we're gonna also gonna get probably some type of artillery for our motorized divisions, but that's not any priority yet. So they're getting a lot of divisions, as you can see, but they're probably going to be pretty weak in terms of quality. Yes, they do have some engineers and some infantry, but they're not going to be as heavily armed as ours, which is exactly what we're looking for. Good. So we got some land forts, And now we don't have enough world tension available to us to get the draft and the Mojave support. So for now we could go for military spirit down here, which would be pretty useful. This would also be pretty useful to get some research down the line. Also, the infrastructure is going to be really useful. So for now, let's go for this, and then we'll go for that other part of the national focus. Okay, so we have enough infantry weapons, I believe. So for now, we're gonna cancel that. Get some more onto rocket artillery, some more onto support equipment, because we're gonna need that eventually. We don't really have a lot of support equipment. We also don't have a lot of motorized, though. So let's get more into that as well. Rocket artillery upgrade. We get the second one. So we have insufficient resources, but that's obvious. And now we can go for a designer in terms of industrial. We could also go for more manpower. We can't do more mobilization though. We're just going to go for army offense. In terms of military high command, we do have some decent ones, such as the cavalry and the infantry. So we're going to go for those ones. And the division attrition is also going to be pretty useful because there's some pretty bad territory over here. So what national focus are they going for? Ooh, okay. So they are going for the war goals. So we should probably stop the exercises at once so we get some more. Okay, so we do have the possibility to go for these. Let's go. And this is kind of the moment we've been looking for. Getting the war off. Good. There's the declaration. So some factions have joined the enemy. This one, the Khans. They do have mountain terrain. So probably if we try to attack them, it won't really work. We do have incredibly superior divisions, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to be enough. Down here, we do seem to have the possibility to go for some things. Okay, no, this one actually cannot do anything. They're getting some reinforcements, so no. I'm okay with the AI's deployment, actually. It seems pretty okay. It's only 2 infantry divisions, so the next batch of divisions that we get are going to be assigned to this assignment. We're also gathering our own allies, so that's going to be pretty good for us. So we're just going to be a little bit careful of what happens, but hopefully it should be fine. Especially if we get New Vegas to help us out. They have a lot of armor divisions, Securitrons, so if they can actually send some to help us out, we're going to be able to do pretty well. Okay, so they have actually gotten their plans off. Looks like about everywhere we're going to be fine. This one is the part that we are a little bit more afraid of, but that's fine because it's mountain terrain, so really it's going to be fine. So over here they've finished their attack and they're going to be a little bit off balance. So let's try to finish them off. And push up. They are flank attacking, but that's no problem. So we do have a lot of rocket artillery. I think we can edit our infantry divisions with it. Yes, we can. Gonna remove some normal artillery. It's gonna decrease our experience, but we're gonna get it back pretty quickly because of, well, what's happening. Okay, so so far we're just holding the ground. Why would you go there, though? This division decides to go to Hoover Dam for no reason. Let's just send it over. I strategically redeployed. Oh, okay. So the boomers would be an effective ally in Vegas, and their artillery would be invaluable in our defense of Hoover Dam. We should attempt to ally with them, or we may have to take their artillery by force. So gain an annex war goal, or send a diplomat. Let's send it. Looks like they refused. Let's do the draft. So where are you gonna go? Nowhere. Okay, fine. For now, we'll just stay there. Why are there so many guys going to just Hoover Dam? I don't know. Sometimes the AI is really mysterious. And now you will go there. Okay, fine. I'm trying to get him to strategically redeploy there, but he's not doing it. Okay, so if you want to stay there, let's just send you over to somewhere where you're gonna be useful. Probably it's because of supplies? Actually, no. We do have way more supplies over there than we need, so I'm not sure what that is about. Oh, they were actually going for it. Interesting. So that's gonna take 5 days to get there, and probably not gonna be enough. Ooh, actually they are very wounded. Let's go for an attack. We might be able to get them to, you know, surrender. Greek Khans have been an enemy of the NCR for ages and seem to want to ally themselves with Caesar. Well, we're already at war, so it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, we didn't gain a war goal against boomers, which is not fun. Okay, so we've managed to repel their attack over here. Unfortunately, being as they are in a mountain province, even if we attack them, we're not going to be really... Okay, so it looks like we can break through. That's good. Okay, so we've managed to defeat the Khans. Good. Great Khans have capitulated. Good. Good. We've gotten there. And Vegas will join us. Hopefully they will. Doesn't look like they did, though. We're getting a lot of fascists. I'm guessing because they refused us. So they became fascists. Let's get some reinforcements down to those guys. And also try to these guys, but I don't think it will work. Oh no, it will. Good. No, it won't. Okay, fine. I'm gonna try a flank attack from my motorized divisions. The Brotherhood. I choose peace. They must be destroyed. These guys must be destroyed, actually. Because they are very, very annoying. So let's annex them. Ooh. We could also get into a war with the other chapter of the Brotherhood, but they are very weak. Yep. They called them in, but they are gonna die. So that was a very easy victory because they were just exercising all that time, so it was pretty much useless. And up here, we're gonna win as well. Good. Yeah, capitulated, great. So we've got everything over here. For the victors of Hooverdam, we need to defeat the Legion, so that's not going to be important for a while. Let's go down here. We do have some... Okay. We'll have a chapters capitulated, good. We're just going to take this territory. Oh, we don't have enough score, okay. So, we're going to do that. Then we're going to pass. And get some score. And we're going to finish off. I think it just crashed. It did. Okay, so we're back in. Obviously from an auto save. There's quite a lot of crashing, especially in peace conferences. So, yeah. There we go, they capitulate. Let's hope that this time there's gonna be no weirdness involved. Hopefully this time they won't crash. Gonna do the same things again. Nothing new. Okay, let's hope that this time it doesn't crash. Good. And this one... This time they did not capitulate. They just stayed neutral. Which I guess is fine. Okay, so let's get these purple motherfuckers on the border with New Vegas. To fight New Vegas, we're gonna need AT divisions because they got quite a lot of armor. Oh shit. I hate my life right now. Can you believe it? Okay, so interface problems aside, looks like we're gonna be able to get some... We cannot actually push here though, because we've pulled over 15 divisions, which is pretty absurd. Let's get the fort. This is gonna be quite a bit of the NCR's industry, or sorry, Legion's industries. Then also over here, there's a pretty good opportunity for a push towards Flagstaff, which is the capital of the NCR, or the Legion. Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's do this, and then this, and then this. I don't care about these 20 divisions, I'm just going to leave them alone. Then we're going to get our... Oh shit, they're actually under attack, so that's probably going to result in that division getting destroyed. Oh no, okay, good. Good, okay, so we can probably get some action down here. Gonna try to surround these 20 divisions. That's probably gonna be the war. If we can get that victory, we're gonna win everything. Okay, so we got the surround off. Let's hope that we can maintain it. So it seems like we can. These guys don't actually have a plan. Not very good. Good. We can get some more manpower this way. It's good, because we're at war. Good. And now we can finish off these guys. Oh good, they capitulated. Great. So, why isn't there a peace conference? Okay, now there is. Let's save the game, because it's gonna crash probably. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna need to pass a lot of turns. Good. So technically we've won the game because the Legion was the only other faction. Oh no, actually New Vegas is still around. But since it's 100% world tension, we can now just define... No. Only against countries that haven't generated world tension. Oh, that's a bummer. I would really like some war goals against people. Can we get some war goals like this? Hopefully. Doesn't look like there's gonna be anything though. So let's get some of our troops lined up. These guys are gonna be over here. And these guys are gonna be against New Vegas, because New Vegas is pretty scary. Can we actually invite people into our faction? Yeah, we can, but opinions. So it's gonna improve relations. So let's get the victors of Hoover Dam focused to see if we can... Because it says in the description that it's gonna give us some war goals, but it doesn't say everywhere else that it's gonna do that. But we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to see. Okay, so we got it, but it doesn't look like he's gonna give us anything. So we're gonna have to switch to fascist actually to get war goals. We're gonna need to switch to fascist, which is just sad. So let's get a fascist demagogue. Just to speed it over, because we've already got nationalism, which is going to increase our fascism support. So let's get anti-tank, because we're going to need to fight the Vegas armored troops. I'm gonna prioritize that as well, so that they get to tungsten. Current ruling party is fascist. Okay, so we probably got that fascist somewhere over here. But I don't see it. I really don't see it. Oh well. We're gonna get some infrastructure with the national focuses because it's gonna be really good. And we're gonna hope for a coup pretty quickly so that we can end this campaign pretty quickly. I'm thinking that I will do a Let's Play as well on the Fallout Doomsday mod for Hearts of Iron 2 Darkest Hour, because it is a really, really good mod. We're gonna get these guys off, and they're gonna be over here without a commander, actually, because they don't need one. So we're getting some infrastructure. It's pretty good. And soon enough, we're gonna have that lovely fascist coup. Wow, we're getting actually a lot of political power, 2 per day, because we... Okay, good. So we've got the fascist coup. Great. Lee Oliver is now our leader, our field marshal. Our flag hasn't changed, but now we're the new Californian Empire or whatever. So we're gonna get some war goals off. It's gonna require a lot of political power, but we've got that in droves, so it's gonna be no problem. Oh, powder gangers. Okay, this is one of the events that can happen. Prison revolt. Local sources claim that prisoners at the New California Republic Correctional Facility have successfully rioted using the dynamite they were using for the rail tracks to seize control of the prison. New Vegas authorities have warned to stay away from these prisoners, and the question remains, why haven't the NCR got this under control? It's because we've got this under control. Fuck them up pretty quickly. Because we have a ton of divisions, we can just easily take them over. Save the game so it doesn't crash, or hopefully it doesn't crash. Good. So we've got that under control. We do have a bit of anti-tank, so we're gonna have the ability to modify our divisions with it. We're gonna get the New Californian Empire. Do we have a faction? We still do. Okay, good. We're gonna get all these guys on that business. And we're gonna switch around our infantry divisions over. We're gonna get some anti-tank. Actually, support anti-tank would be better. Just saying. We're also gonna get support, recon, and rocket artillery. Then we're gonna change over our military police over to also have some anti-tank and some artillery. We're also going to give them some support. But we don't have enough anti-tank for this, so we're going to go ahead and get a recon company, maybe? We do have enough support equipment, so yeah, we can do that. We're going to get the improved anti-tank. I'm not sure if New Vegas is going to be researching any tank models, so maybe it's really not really that important as well. At this point, this army is worthless. I'm just gonna give it over to this army as well. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have this front line. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna have you be commanded by the other general that's now free. We're gonna get war goals on the Brotherhood as well. We've got some going over here. So we do have that faction, but we can't invite anything in it, or anyone in it, which is a problem. So when are we getting our war goals? It's gonna take a while. Justify our war goals over here as well. That's going to be the end once we take out these guys. Okay, so we've got Jacobstown. They're going to be pretty easy to take out because it's only 2 of them. We can actually invite someone, the Mormons. Meh, I think we'll just take them out. Down. Yeah, because their numbers are very low, so it's gonna be pretty easy to slaughter. We're gonna get the leaderless troops, get them over here. New Vegas, that's probably gonna be the harder one. because of their armor. But it looks like we have enough to take them out. I'm going to activate the plans just in case. Latter-day Saints. What? So apparently the Mormon... Okay, they had a bit of a switch over, and now they're dead. And the last one left is this guy, but he's gonna take a little while more. And we win. That's gonna be the end of the NCR playthrough. As you can see, it's still a pretty early build, but it's already got some pretty good things in it, and I'm looking forward to see if some more development is gonna be happening, especially with a longer campaign in general and a little bit of a work on the eastern side of things. So we're gonna thank you all for now. Hope you've enjoyed the playthrough. Hope you will play it yourself and see what it's like, and I'll see you soon.